Twitch, are you there? Why do I look really skinny in this pose? I like this pose. I look thin. I look slender.
That's how you're gonna go into every encounter now.
Hey guys, I'm Sammy Gonzalez.
So
I'm so thin.
So he's gonna be looking at the camera from now. Actually,
I'm on to something. Big man poses.
Yeah.
TikTok.
If you see all of our promo images, just us pointing at this camera.
Watch Spider-Verse. Oh my God.
Okay,
Are you hearing us while we're hearing us? No. Hi everybody. Sammy Gonzalez here, aka The Mexcellence. Hi, Twitch. Twitch is here. Twitch is normally here. I don't know why I'm nervous. I think it's because all the people, if you see the cell phone right here, all the TikTok followers, all of our almost 20,000 followers, TJ, we're almost there.
Okay, so let me see what we look like.
Terrible.
On this camera.
I mean, it looks pretty good right there. I'm a little orange.
Well, they can see the side of the screen on the thing.
Oh, that's ghetto.
It does look hood light.
No, but that's the thing. That people do worse, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. So now it's better.
Yeah, so because people do that's quick response time. They could be responding in live action.
Let me see. Okay, no, time out a little bit more because the top corner. I know how you are.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, you're right.
I know how you are.
Boom. Crystal clear.
No, you see what that top corner?
Barely.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
I think I fixed it.
You can live with that.
If I can live with it, that means it's not so bad. That means that I don't. Mostly means I don't care, and I'm nervous because I'm saying hi to all the TikTok followers.
Oh yeah,
it's an echo.
Yeah, it's an echo.
We're loud motherfuckers. We speak loudly.
We do speak a tad loudly.
Yeah, but anyway, folks, we're just jumping in here because we have the sports show tonight in like half hour. We were a little late on our plan. Not really. We're on time.
Mm-hmm.
How much can we talk about fucking Spider-Man?
I can talk about it forever.
I know. And I'm not like Marcos who gets nervous because he doesn't know anything about nerd things. He says I'm the one that's not nerdy, but really he's the one that's not nerdy.
I think he's reluctant nerdy.
I think he's trying to fight it. And I'm not saying I'm nerdy, but I love Spider-Man. I didn't realize how much I like Spider-Man until all this stuff started coming out about No Way Home and then Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. But we'll talk about all that. But first and foremost, everybody, hi on Twitch. Hi, early followers and adapters on Twitch. I put it up on purpose at the very last moment to see if any of you were watching and following on our Instagram, on our YouTube, on our Twitch channel, subscribed and followed and all that stuff already. And if you're on TikTok, you know that you can follow us all in link in bio, in description, all that stuff. You can find it all there. TJ, introduce yourself. They know you.
I'm TJ.
He's the cocoa butter guy, everybody. He's famous.
That's not what I want to be referred to
Almost
as.
900,000 views of you alone.
I know, but I'd prefer to just be referred to as TJ. Stop. Stop it.
What's wrong with the cocoa butter? What if you get an endorsement from, like, who's
Vaseline would be the people who also do cocoa butter too. You could also just do like Shea does
Shea,
cocoa
I know
butter.
Shea is that a brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Shea's a brand.
What if you got a sponsorship from Shea Butter? That's not
Did you
products.
say butter?
I did say butter.
Butter.
Paula Deen.
Butter.
Shut up.
Paula Deen doesn't even like black people, so stop it. It's not a good reference point. Like Paula Deen, great.
Manscaped likes us because we're hairy. What if Shea liked you because you're moisturized? Would you be mad for a lifetime supply of, or at least a?
There's other brands and sponsorships that are like, we had a top 5 sponsorship.
I know.
And I mean, my number one is manscaped.com, but.
Of course, because manscaped.com is great. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off.
For those of you on the TikTok,
oh my God, there's too many graphics going on.
There's a lot of graphics going on.
Fixed it.
Which, hey, anybody from TikTok, thank you so much for coming through. We are literally we're like, hey, you know what? Let's throw on the TikTok live so y'all guys can see us in studio. There is a bit of an echo. We don't have a direct audio feed. Things of that nature.
I think only 2 people were watching, to be fair. So
there was 4.
Oh, there was 4.
For a little
and
bit.
one of them is you. I literally see your pro. Oh, nope, that person's gone now. It's just you.
Now it's
all
just
right.
me. But
well, it's there, and people are going to find us because we're not talking about anything right now of import because we're going to eventually talk about Strawberry Fields Forever. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Across the Universe from the 2006 movie Across the Universe with, who's the actor's name who's playing Paul McCartney? God damn it. High School Me would be very mad at me right now. You know the movie I'm talking about when
No,
they did
I
all that don't. Jukebox. What?
Never
it's not
seen
very
it in my
important,
life.
but you need to know this. Across the Universe, 2007. I was not bad. I was not too far off.
See, these are those moments where I'm like, you could be into movies if you wanted to. You just choose not to.
Look at Across the Universe film. It's a film about the Beatles. It's based off of Beatles music. It's a jukebox musical, romantic drama by Julie Taymor. But who's the guy who's in charge of it, or rather starring in it? Jim Sturgis. There you go. And Evan Rachel Wood. You know those names. You don't.
I do.
You barely do. If you do. One of them was in that gambling movie where he was doing card tricks with.
Oh, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Anyway, we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about Nope, still not talking about that movie, TJ. We're talking about Across the Spider-Verse.
We are.
Look it's Miles Morales. He's back. If I said the second part, you'd be mad at me. He's back.
He's back.
He's black. And I was just saying.
He's just back.
Hey, he could be black also. He's Puerto Rican.
He's half and half.
That's like 3/4 black, though.
I'm not trying to. Yes,
just saying.
Yes, he is black.
Exactly,
and that's awesome too. But no, I mean, once again, super excited to get to talk about this because we were just going to do the sports show tonight.
Yeah.
Which, if you're on TikTok, we do a sports show every week.
Tuesdays, 8:30 Central Standard Time.
It's just, not what we post to TikTok all the time, but it's also cool. So come after this and check us out on Twitch. It will not be streamed on the TikTok.
It will not be.
But, yeah, dude, I'm ready to talk about this in a heartbeat.
And you know who is? Art Thief. Spider-Man 2099 about to commit child abuse in this movie, baby.
Well, I guess technically.
I don't know. And Key's also in the chat. Good thing Tommy ain't here. This is already be too much musical talk. And he, of course, he back, he black. He on the attack.
Y'all suck.
Across the Spider-Verse 2,
Y'all
part
suck.
1.
Y'all suck.
Yes.
But no, I am super stoked about. I don't think anybody. It should be no surprise if you've ever seen me on any of the platforms, whether it be here, DT, anything I've ever been recorded on. If you've ever gotten me in a room and talked to me about Into the Spider-Verse, you will know verbatim how much I love that movie.
It's amazing.
It's fantastic.
It's a very good
top 3 superhero movies for me personally because it is the most unique visually presented.
Right.
And that deserves all the credit in the world.
I mean, look how cool those underwear look, man. That's fucking trip. Actually, when that first little teaser came out where he was going through like underneath the overpasses and everything, everyone was like, what? That's kind of like, they were interested and intrigued about like the visual style. And I was like, this is going to be fucking cool as shit. And I was 100% right. I mean, you had to go one of two ways. Either, ooh, that's interesting, and be like, oh, they could fuck it up. It could be messy. Or it could be brilliant. And I was like, oh, that's going to be brilliant.
I was team, I think it's going to be really good.
Uh-huh.
But I was hurt by Sony so much.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the writing. I said the writing could have been like shitty as hell, but it would have looked pretty. I was banking on it. I was like, oh man, they're going to do some cool shit. And then I was right.
How have you been?
It's a long story. Is this the room you grew up in?
It is.
And now he's older. You can tell he's a little bit older.
Well, I think it's like I think it doesn't take place too far off from the movie.
Right.
Oh, or where the last movie ended. Because it doesn't seem that way, but I think they
he looks a little more lanky and tall.
I think they just aged him up a little bit because I felt like he was a high schooler who felt a little young in the first one. So I think they were like, well, puberty comes in.
Yeah, eventually.
It might be a couple months, even a year. That's still believable to me.
Right, yeah. I mean, because he was like he was like a smart, young, like a freshman, right? He wasn't even like, he was like, oh, I got to go to this new boarding educational school. I wanted a grant or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, no, he's looking older. Gwen is looking older a little bit. He has toys on his wall, much like a lot of people. Shut up. I was going to say Spider-Man fans. There's no toys. There's a Mickey Mouse plushie.
They're in your room then.
They're hidden away.
They're hidden away in your room then.
But he's there. She's like, hey, do you want to go to adventures? He's grounded. Oh, man, the life of a teenager. It's very like, oh, same old, same old. Okay, she's doing the cool stand on the wall thing. We're not talking about any of that. That's just standard Spider-Man stuff. Then God knows what happens. It's like, all right, guys, you ready to drop some acid? Let's do this.
I don't know, man. I was vibing from the get-go.
I mean, it's standard Spider-Man. It's cute, and he's like, I like girls. I don't know what to do.
I don't think that's standard.
That's standard.
Not the way. Like, how do I put it? Not because the interaction's anything new. More so because of the circumstances, right? Like, normally, how to put it? Peter has a love interest that's in universe, right?
Okay.
Constantly just like a thing for him. This one is a cross, like literally in a different. Like, how would you feel if you were like, man, I was really vibing with this girl who is not
distance relationships? All right,
That's not even across the that's not no, because you can pay money to buy a ticket to go see said person. This is across an actual universe.
Apparently, she has the ability to just peek her head in to cross the universe. So she's some between the movies has somehow gotten the key to the kingdom to hexagonally go into any multiverse she wants, and it's casual about it. He's not freaking out too much. Yeah, but so
I mean, because I think he's not freaking out because it's like, man, this ain't my first time.
I guess like I did kill a bunch of bad guys and giant goblin men, so maybe. But then it kicks in. That VTech kicks in, yo,
And they go stupid.
and I want that framed in a poster. I want that framed in a poster. I want that framed in a poster. And it's just the rest of it is just beauty and madness. Like, I'm surprised anybody was able to pick a thumbnail photo from this thing. I mean, they kind of agreed on.
I think everybody does the one where he's like shooting his web in this one, right? In that universe. How do I put it?
I'll find it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was like, I can't see with the visual.
Oh, no, I'm trying to find the thumbnail that people were using just because, like, yeah, there you go. They're using that.
Yeah, a lot of people are using that one, which is an amazing thumbnail. But, oh, man, like, okay, time out. Can I? All right, I'm going to do my gushing now.
The floor is yours.
Gotta do my gushing. I love Into the Spider-Verse. I think it's a gosh darn masterpiece of visual candy and appeal. I've watched one of the few movies I watched in theaters, not once, not twice, 3 times, in like a very consistent, like it wasn't even far spread. It was like twice in 1 week.
You were just like, it is to say I get the
yeah. I don't even like Post Malone that much. And I was gushing over everything about this. Sammy knows how much I like this movie. Got me a poster.
I forgot.
In relation to this movie.
I did, though. That's true.
Because I love it that much. So let me tell you right now, when this trailer dropped.
Okay, first of all, let me recount the preface of before that trailer dropped. Our buddy Key, who's in the chat also, is like, Spider-Verse out. And I'm like, okay, let me see. That's really cool. All right. And I put my phone away, or I went and did some other thing. You were in that group chat, but didn't get it until much later.
I was out there tipsy on wine and getting lit in the vineyard.
In the middle of a vineyard.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a vineyard just sipping on some wine. Had no signal because I was in bumfuck middle of nowhere.
The classic shit.
It was actually a pretty good day.
It was a pretty good day. I was drunk, and then all of a sudden, just like all caps, I wish I could find it if my phone is accessible. It was like, oh my God, I love it. So great. And I was like, TJ, you're an eloquent speaker. You graduated with a business degree from University of Texas. Why are you not using your words properly?
Well, first of all, do we see this? Well, yeah, Graveyard Lowlife. What's up from what is it? South Louisiana.
Louisiana.
So shout out to you.
There's people from South
You might have
Louisiana.
bounced out from the chat, but I did see you. Wanted to make sure you catch you. I just had my phone down while I was enjoying the trailer.
Exactly.
But yeah, I couldn't use words. And my girlfriend, legitimately, my significant other, had straight up was like, "I've legitimately never seen you in this much elation." What is that?
Let you finish that thought, and then we can really live in elation right now.
Well, yeah, no, she verbosely was like, "I've never seen you like have this smile on your face in a way that you do right now."
Which is embarrassing coming from your girlfriend, but...
Which is also embarrassing coming from my girlfriend. But she knows. But that's just a testament. Like, I'm not a person who does the freak out thing over a lot of things.
Right.
I'm just not that expressive when it comes to that.
Things aren't that important in life.
Oh, no, I mean, just,
like family and love and babies. Like,
I mean,
those
all
are things you should be crying about.
I think it's fine if you have an emotional attachment to something and you're very expressive about it.
Right.
More so, I don't mind positive, strong emotional attachment, just negative.
I don't. I mind it when it's a camera's facing on you and I can't tell if it's genuine. Because you in that group chat, all caps, what? So great, awesome. Like, oh, he's losing his fucking mind right now.
I'm exploding because
Right.
literally, yeah, like for me to type in all caps is rare, but I fucking love everything I'm seeing. But pause, because I gotta give somebody else a shout out.
Because god dang it. Arrows, I'm just gonna call you Arrow Senor 9. It's Arrows R9, but I'm gonna call him Arrow Senor 9. Just gifted 10 tier 1 subs.
Tier 1
to the
subs.
People watching this exclusive. See, this is what happens when you guys don't subscribe and don't follow and don't listen to us on TikTok and don't follow our Instagram and our Twitter, because nobody knew about this. They knew about the sports show that's coming up. That's gonna be fantastic. But guess what they're not gonna get? Apparently the generosity of Arrow Senor 9.
Hey, Arrow Senor 9. Yeah, gotta make sure you enunciate the Senor.
Yeah, it's not his name. You've been christened a senor by the Mexcellence.
Well, actually, I think he's our first big sub drop, which means
in a long time.
I want to say ever for that. Am I
10?
right?
Actually 10, yeah.
Yeah.
We
So-
got the hype train.
We got the hype
It's
train.
close. It's close. It says,
But-
we're edging.
Got to make sure we give him a lot of shout outs.
Yes, but I also want to shout out to the people that actually got gifted, because congratulations to them. Oh my god, we got donations, and look at we're getting the new animation, the old animations. We haven't seen the animations in a while. We don't ask for bits.
Yeah, we don't usually ask for donations.
We don't ask for bits or anything, but we like it. But no, stay on
I haven't
target. He
even
knows.
seen some of these.
Oh, dude, these animations are great. I made them a long time ago. Set them and forget them. But no, congratulations to the real Last Dragon, Shadow Shogun, X Epistrophic Ali, Yotsuba Fan, Ricardo Gaviria, Ron Mexico. Hey, Ron Mexico, it's been a long time. Out of Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Or Dallas. But he's here in Texas.
He's Texas.
Yeah, for sure. Ms. T-Bone _92. Eddie Hendricks, what's up? Eddie, long hair, metal man. I love him. We sang karaoke once. Curve. Nissy the Vixen. Ooh wee. And then he just dropped 100 bits and 100 bits and 500 bits and arrows popping off. What is he, Hawkeye? That doesn't come out until tomorrow.
Shut up. So that was terrible.
That was great.
But no, for reals, we super duper appreciate you, Mr. What is it? Arrow Mr. 9?
Yes.
Arrow
Senor.
Arrow Senior 9. That's incredible. We super appreciate the support.
Hype train incoming. Let's do this.
I'm not doing the hype train.
Also,
I'm not doing the hype
also,
train.
Joe Jira, 1991, first time chat review, finally watching one of these streams. Sorry, spelling's not good for anybody or reading. Tarlet threw it in there, another month, but actually, Jumper Jax 86, congratulations. Did you just speak Ghostbusters NES? Yes, I did. Congratulations, you have just completed a great game. You have proved the justice of our society. Now go and rest our heroes.
Because we got more.
Spider-Man!
We got more.
God, Arrow Senor 9 is gifting 5 more subs to Josh Bin Forever. Catastrophe, Tevin 600, and the Friendly Tornado, and Crackhead. That's his name.
Let me be honest with you, buddy.
It's Crackhead.
You're exceeding our normal subs.
Baby!
No, I mean, hey, no, we super duper appreciate
They
it.
trash the place. Fuck it. Manscaped, get out of here.
Hey, no, time out. They gave us money too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Manscaped. Baby.
It's okay.
Baby, I'm
Manscaped,
sorry.
we do love you.
Manscaped, we love you.
For today, you're
Fuck everything.
You're second place to Arrow Senior.
I threw a foam at you. And you flinched. Just for that, I have another foam to throw.
Just stop it.
Foams at me.
Yeah, that's nasty. They speak on me.
Whatever. Fuck Spider-Man. We're talking about Hype Train.
Nah, but we don't. For reals, we super appreciate
Level
it.
5 completed. I don't know what that means.
I've never even.
It said Corey had it happen one time, and I had to start yelling, and so I was like, okay, it's time to start yelling.
Well, I'm not the. Like I said, I'm not an expressive individual like that. But
Shut up. He said, see what happens when you talk about Spider-Man?
just this once, Arrow Senior 9. Let's get it! All right,
Spider-Man.
all right.
Needless to say, hit the check.
Stop it.
Nevertheless, I'm having fun. But let's actually talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Give people what they want. Oh my god, okay, Prince and Pete Gertz just subscribed. Gertz wasn't subscribed. How insulting. He's on the show.
Yes, I don't even think I'm subscribed. Why to give you money? Give us money.
Oh my God, Oh my god, fans! What the hell is happening? I'm just leaving the thing up. Look at that. There's bits, there's subs, there's donations.
But we
Look at
super duper
everybody.
appreciate all the support.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for everything.
That is wonderful.
And for sure, we'll make sure that I go through the chat personally and keep record of everything, because I have always said that all our biggest first-time supporters and on things of that nature want to keep a permanent track record, so we can always shout you out.
And all those people, the subscribers, I need to make more of these, but I have this exclusive little emoji thing with my thumbs up, so you could always give people thumbs up.
Where are emojis?
I need to work on them.
See, he's so, look at all that vanity over there. But you know who isn't vain? Spider-Man.
$10 donation or 1,000 bits, highest bits ever. It's great.
But you know who hasn't? Because I want to make sure we actually give you what you want.
Dude, we're at final level. Keep going until the clock runs out. 210%. We have 2 minutes of this. Oh, and then the hits keep on coming. Keep subscribing. It's too many.
Great. We do
Too many
appreciate it.
things.
But
anyway, let's talk about Spider-Man.
Not because we can be here all day giving up y'all's hype and love.
I will shout for money.
Yes, you will. I know. That's why I'm saying Spider-Man's.
Needless to say.
But no, for reals. I am a big fan of subscribers and Spider-Man. But no, dude, I am so incredibly, like, astronomically hyped for this entire movie experience. We haven't even gotten to the big reveal for a lot of people. Well, not reveal because it was in the first movie, but the big highlight for a lot of people. But even just this, you could have shown me just the first portion and I would have lost my mind, because I love the dynamic between Miles and Spider-Gwen. But then they started to do the extra. They started to do the extra mile and show off all of that artistic talent that they have over there in a very, and if you notice, it's in a very, how do I put it? A very,
Sorry, I just looked at it. Joe Jira subscribed tier 1 for 6 months in advance. So, thank you all. That is
y'all are
super nice.
Y'all are,
I'm just like, okay, yeah, Spider-Man. They're doing the most in here. Let's give them one more minute. I think it caps off after the hype train. Yeah, so let's let them have the hype train.
We'll let you have the hype
and
train.
And then we'll talk about how, oh my God, and I was so shaky. You could see our curtain on TikTok.
No, but no, we are like for this, the aesthetic for this first world has a lot of Hindi, the like pop out letters, if I'm not mistaken. And so they're expressing a lot of yellows, blues, undertones. Notice how the designs have switched into artistic designs you'd expect, that like the colors that are that you see in in a lot of artistic designs from
the first
Hindi
movie
movies.
was very red blue heavy, and now it's like kind of like, at least this first part, green bluish hues, kind of a cooler tone. No,
I think they're exploring, because think about it this way, right? I think that a lot of the Spider individuals, like Spider-Gwen came from a very neon world. That was kind of her thing. And Miles, it was actually a lot. It was very dark for a lot of the movie too, right? Like at nighttime, or like they were, or the highlight of the movie was like neon and nighttime,
right? And
so I think this time, now that we're in different worlds, they were like, well, the world's not going to look the same, right?
Right.
The world is going to look. Stop donating. But
it's fine. It's fine. They're getting emotes for a big part of the hype train. It's cool.
But
they've won their. Thank you.
No, we super appreciate it.
I'll mute it.
The world is the world's changing, right?
Right.
Because you're going into different worlds, you're going into different environments, and so the art changes, and they're just flexing their muscles here and out. It's so incredibly awesome to see, and they've got another Spider-Man in here, one that I know you must be happy to see.
Catch me, Lucky Charms! It's Miguel O'Hara.
That's not fair.
Hey, I know he's Mexican, but his name is O'Hara. So I have, but then again, an Irish and a Mexican, he's got a liver made of steel, is what I'm hearing. And he's probably got 17 children. And it's going to be fantastic.
I actually, you know what? Spider-Man 2099, who is the character that was revealed at the end of the first movie, for a bit he was teased. And then he's obviously a focal point in this one. He's actually one that, as a Spider-Man fan, I've followed the least. I don't think he's had a lot of runs. And growing up, like, you know, it wasn't like I had a bunch of comics, but like, you know, for the ones I had, I only had the mainline Peter Parker.
I mean, let's be fair. His suit is very 90s edgelord weird, right? Like, it's very, like, extreme 90s costume, right?
Well, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's super extreme. And I mean, but I like that with him. and what they do with the other Spider-Man, and that there's a lot of unique factors. Like they're not all the same power set, right? Like Miles is iconic for his electric thing.
Right.
Like Spider-Man 2099 is more
yoked out of his fucking mind.
First of all,
Look at
he's
his shoulders, man.
thick ass dude.
Dude, I need that workout regimen right there.
But he's also like he has a lot more actual Spider-esque features because of the way he became Spider-Man, which is very different.
How did he become Spider-Man? The TLDR.
TLDR, there was this company that wanted him to, if I'm not mistaken, wanted him to work on this project. We're like, all right, cool. We're going to give you this addictive drug that is only manufactured by this company. Mm-hmm. Therefore, you're screwed and you're going to have to rely on us for the rest of your life and then work for us for the rest of your life. Jeez. He said, all right, I have to like do genetic modification because it binds with your DNA. Mm-hmm. The drug does. So he's like, I have to do genetic modification to unlock this thing from my DNA. But then he got sabotaged. A spider was thrown into that DNA splicing. So to his core, he has some spider-esque features. Like he has talons that help him stick to walls. Shit. He has like fangs that are very pronounced, stuff like that. So
he's got laser webs.
It wasn't just as simple as a bite, or at least for the run that I'm familiar with. If it's different, my bad. I know that y'all guys will correct me.
And then he's just palming Miles.
But he's just beating Miles' ass.
He's just palming the shit out of him.
And
in the middle of space.
And I think it's this is obviously the future they're going into, so you're going to see some time travel and combining with universe jumping and combination with a bunch of different areas of opportunity to really just explore and make some magical visuals on the screen. Right. But the best part about this, and I mean, I wasn't really pressed like they weren't going to do another, but part one. This is just one chapter to a story and I like that they did that because think about it this way, right? You can't keep on doing, like, they couldn't just make another sequel.
Right.
Like with like, into this, like, that's a lot.
Right.
But I like that, you know what? They were like, hey, the Spider-Man crossed into his universe the first time. Now he's bouncing across a bunch.
Right.
And
one of them wants his head for some reason.
One of them's pissed.
Right. You fucked everything up. Now the Rhino from this universe is coming after me. Fucking Sandman is made out of tar in this universe.
We found Tobey Maguire over here in a corner.
Well, that was going to be my thing. Mm-hmm. My question. Well, first of all, I just want to bring up that new logo is sick as fuck.
Dude, he's
like, no, I mean, because it's a different variant. The other one was spray paint. This was still spray paint, but it's more pronounced. I dig it a lot. Also,
I love his outfit.
Oh yeah,
his costume is the. I know black and red are your favorite colors, so the dominant shine of this is like.
Well, the fact that it is black, but then it's just that hue color, kind of like when you look at those kind of colorful cars, where it's like, oh, it's blue, and then in a certain light, it's like it's like purple,
like a charcoal like situation,
or something like that. Yeah,
yes,
but and also
love it.
In the chat, Jojira 1991. I remember when they promised Japanese Spider-Man with Mech Leopardon. I don't know what that one is, but I know there's Japanese Spider-Man. He does this with his bracelets, I think. But and he has a mech because it's Japan. Mm-hmm. So this is not even the tip of the iceberg of how many damn Spider-Mans. I haven't even seen the armed Spider-Man with the biceps from the 90s. I want that 90s Spider-Man one because he's in play. Why wouldn't he be in play?
I mean, I want
Mary Jane, like it's that with his Lego haircut.
I just want them to go nuts with it. To be honest, the only Spider-Man I'm kind of if they like, I've always kind of leaned on the side of I don't really want them there, are the live action ones because I get enough of those guys.
I mean, though, that's my thing.
Knowing Sony, they're doing whatever. Sony, but I also am like, to be honest. This is the time to showcase the Spider-Man we wish we could have in live action. Like, you're never going to get a Spider-Man 2099 movie. Uh-huh. I don't even, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Miles could probably finesse his own movie. Right. But, and maybe Spider-Gwen, that could be.
But that's the thing. Well, even they said rich Spider-Man with the metal suit. I want that black and silver Spider Armor Mark 1. Mm-hmm. I want that.
I want all the costumes.
But here's my thing. It's the multiverse, man. They're setting it up for... now with No Way Home, so they're setting up the multiverse, the cracking of the multiverse, at least in the MCU. Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. Now, even just on that part alone of the multiverse being cracked, spoiler alert for the Sonyverse, Venom's in the MCU now.
He is,
regrettably.
Yeah.
Morbius is definitely in the MCU somehow. even though they had the pictures of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and then the Daily Bugle's all fucked up in the paperwork. It's a weird thing.
Man, how
I don't know.
How thug did Sony have to go in there and be like, hey, look, you still want this spider shit? We're like, yeah, we kind of need him.
Dude, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I'm even looking at this. This is gonna be some EA Voss knockoff, but like the hexagons, man, that's very multiversal MCU type of multiverse type of things. Now Tunnels is not, and then the web of shadows and stuff like that. That's all Madam Web. I bet you in the background, which is gonna be big fucking neato.
And Silk. There's so many.
And then you got to think about the fact that they didn't actually end that 90s cartoon with Madam Web. So what if it's the 90s cartoon Madam Web just in charge
You
of
really
all
just
of this?
want this 90s cartoon.
I mean, that's the one I know, and that's the one I liked.
Nah, dude.
But
the Spider-Man cartoons were like the one that Marvel nails right most of the time.
and no one wants Ben Reilly. Shut up. Kidding. I don't know.
I even want them to get crazy with like the villains they bring in. I want the different different sorts of Venoms. I want the
Oh, shit. By the way, just real quick, good night, you guys. Arrow Senor 9. Thank you. I think you gave like 20 donations.
No, oh, dude,
He kept coming.
and
with
we're gonna all be wearing T-shirts with Arrow Senor 9.
Right. I loved you and Hawkeye. Anyway, thank you so much. We're still going because he's going to bed. So we'll catch the rest of the show and then the sports show after. But Spider-Verse, you were saying, Madam Web, fucking great. But here's my question. Mm-hmm. What if this is how they bring in Miles Morales into the MCU for Spider-Man Sony movies?
No.
No?
I don't want
You don't want this one, though.
I just don't want this one because it's not that I don't want a Miles, right?
No, but what if it's this one? People love this one.
I do love this Miles.
And what if he's like exactly like he is he's going to be exactly like he is in the cartoon, just in live action?
I don't want that. Only reason being is because that means that I don't get the creativity that comes with these movies. Like I want there to be a live action Miles, right? If it doesn't disrupt the flow of these movies being made, well then fine.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they just go back and they throw him back into the cartoon verse or whatever? He just pops out, I'm a real boy, and then pops back into the animated again.
Well, I mean,
for more hijinks.
I don't find the necessity of needing live action characters
But you know that
sometimes.
Sony's gonna do it, right?
But Sony doesn't give a fuck.
Because Sony loves money.
Sony does love money, but I feel like here's my trick with Sony, right? Because I don't trust them. I still don't.
Yeah, why would you?
But
Morbius is still a movie that's out there.
But what I'm hoping for is Kevin Feige has to be sitting there like, look, okay, you gonna write our name on all this shit? I'm gonna have to step in and
all this motherfucker in association with. I'm tired of it.
I mean, hey, look, check it. Like they looked at Electro and said, you need to change. Need to clean yourself up.
Right.
Yellow is your new blue.
Right. Right.
You can't be stepping into our universe looking like a Blue Man Group. No, I'm good. Come here looking clean and fresh. And you know what, Jamie Foxx? He took off the dye. He got the
Tim's,
shit.
get a lineup and get the fuck on in there with an arc reactor and fuck around.
Yeah,
right?
he was like, "Hey man, go have a good time, but not being ugly like that."
But they're saying Amy Pascal did say that Spider-Verse was not connected to the MCU, but there's also the Sony Spider-Man universe, which is going to eventually, well, people are assuming he's going to break off from the MCU, where Spider-Man is going to break off from the MCU and then come back to play, like, borrow the toys for, like, Secret Wars and all the ones where he gets the black symbiote and stuff, where he's relevant.
Well, no,
but
Amy,
Sony's going to be holding on to the next trilogy, I think.
No, Amy was like straight up in an interview not too long ago. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I know y'all will. She basically, I think she spoiled the beans because she was like, nope, this is not our last MCU in relation.
Yeah, well, she said 3 more.
Yeah, she was like, 3 more, gonna be working closely with them, things of that nature.
And Craven's gonna be there somewhere.
And I just really,
I'm like, sure.
And I just think, I don't care as long as the writing's being handled by Marvel. Because at the the thing
Jon
is,
Favreau writing everything, I'm cool with it. Just let him write everything.
because I think some people are like, oh, like the MCU has a formula, Sony can do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, look, with the formula, I know it'll be half decent at the very least. It can have some stumbles, but I'm a bet on red more than I'm a bet on Sony's black. I don't trust it, okay?
I don't trust it because Morbius, it doesn't look good. And they're like, oh yeah, it's in the Spider-Verse. Here's Vulture.
And all I really want is like, if the and I hope the Across the Spider-Verse team is like in its own little bubble of like, hey, please don't come near us. Like, don't come near the writing room.
Right.
Amy, stay out of our office. Get the hell away from us. X, Y, and Z. Right.
Right.
Because this shit looks inspired. And that's what you need. Like the first movie was the reason it sticks out in my head is because it's so inspired. It's not trying to be brooding. It's not trying to be over inundated.
Right.
It's able to be so expressive and stand out and make its own mark in a sea of superhero movies.
Right.
And a lot of people still haven't seen this movie for the simple fact that it's an animation, and that's stupid because you're missing out on the best Spider-Man movie.
Right.
Literally, I will die on that hill. That's the best Spider-Man movie from start to finish.
Right. I would say so too. It's strangely, you think a cartoon would have all the camp that like the Raimi movies would have, or it'd have some sort of thing where it wouldn't take itself as seriously. But everything in world is taken seriously, to like his uncle being a criminal and his dad hunting him down and finding out, to like Miles being like, I don't know where I belong. I'm all teenager fucked up and I don't know what to do. And then actual Spider-Man fucking dying under boulders and being like, all right, kid, good luck.
Like, I mean, it had the heart, the soul, and the essence of what I wanted in a Spider-Man movie. And as long as they keep on with that momentum, I think they're going to be winning the books. And to be honest, like, from what we're seeing, I think it'll be a lot more just solo Miles time too. Like,
Right.
like he's going to be crossing over with a bunch of stuff. That's not what I mean.
Right.
Just more like, hey, like, in this situation, he's not backed up with the crew. Like, he's having to stand on his own. And I'm
Right.
hoping that at the very least, for the first 15 minutes, they're showing how, like, on point he is with the superhero stuff now.
Right. I just stopped it on a frame and it did that. I was
Dude,
like,
it's
that's the
so
moment of
cool,
impact.
man.
I just paused and it was a completely, when he makes contact, it goes boom.
Dude, that's so cool. Like, oh man, it feels fresh. It feels inspired. And like, they're the first ones to do it. I know there's some shows that are trying to replicate
I'm sorry,
it.
he is like palming him. He's palming him in his hands and it's very terrifying.
I love this. I love this. I'm hyped for it. I'm really excited. I mean, shoot, obviously the chat's excited. Like, everybody.
Oh yeah, everyone's in here. Let's see what they say. I also heard that every universe Miles enters will be a different animation style.
Yep, and that's what I had mentioned before. Like, every universe is going to be. Oh, dude, I'm losing my shit even sitting here.
Silk is confirmed to be getting a movie, and she played a big part in the book. So, Spider-Man PS5 game, you can bring in that Spider-Man. I've been playing the PS4 one over again because that shit is amazing.
Actually, I'm more willing with that one versus live action, so that's fine. Like,
and then people who are real deep cuts, Spectacular Spider-Man. What if he comes back?
that'd be cool.
The biggest nerds think that that's the best one. I've never seen it.
It's one of the more
Spider-Man nerds, I mean.
it's more one of the more recent ones,
Right. No, but
And
apparently it's one of the actual better ones.
Like,
Even
it's really good.
Like Martin even says
I like
the
it.
best. Yeah.
I like it a lot. I've seen it. That's what I meant. Like,
Okay.
it's one of the more fresh ones.
right.
And you know, the video game Peter's dope.
yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Right.
I always hate Peter being broke a lot of the time, but it don't make.
I'm sorry. I'm just having a blast watching Spider-Man 2099 just beating the living hell out of him on this train track. I'm sorry. It's just cool as fuck.
I mean, my only thing with Peter being broke nowadays is I'm like, it don't make sense as much because, I mean, dude, even at your worst of worst, you can drive Uber and like, if you need to be a superhero.
Spider-Man doesn't have your hustle, all right, TJ? Not all of us do.
I mean, well, he's a superhero. Obviously, he has hustle.
That's all you have to do.
No, I mean, I'm just like, man.
Motherfucker's getting his ass beat by fucking monsters every day of the week.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Like,
gonna go do my other job after getting my ass beat.
well, here's what I'm saying, right? He could be driving. If an emergency pops up, he's like, hey, man, I have to cancel a trip. He's good. And there's no reason for you to be
30
broke.
minutes or less pizza. You know how hard it was for Tobey Maguire? Pizza time.
Okay, cool. Like, I mean, granted, I don't know how he's going to afford the car, but
Holy shit, are you kidding me? PS4 Peter is in the Spider-Verse book, so I'm sure he'll show up. There's so many, like, I used to get mad about how many Spider-Man versions there were. I don't really care about Andrew Garfield. I saw the second movie only. I didn't even see the first one, and that shit was boring and terrible.
He was,
so people have
to be
nostalgia
fair,
for
he
him.
was. I've recently, so I went through and rewatched like a lot of the movies
Mm-hmm.
in preparation for the newest one, or just wasn't even rewatching a lot of them, but more so like either getting like clips and just kind of refreshing myself. Amazing Spider-Man is a lot less sucky than I remember. It's not great.
Which one?
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's Spider? Like, people do have it right. Like, his Spider-Man movements are really dope.
Oh, I think the second costume is the best out of all of them.
Like,
the Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume is the best Spider-Man costume, period, I think.
I just don't think he's like a great Peter. Like, a lot of people say that a lot of times, and that's one of the ones that co-sign. I'm sorry, I grew up with it too, but like, I don't really like, I don't nut over the Sam Raimi ones. I think they're great.
Look, I'm replaying the Spider-Man PS4 game. Like I said, I can't not be in the Sam Raimi suit, dude. I'm just like, oh my god, this is like playing the movie. I dig it. That's where I'm at in this world.
Just like
But you're telling me that suit's not that suit's the absolute best live
that one's
action
clean.
suit. That goes hard as shit. And just looks good. Like the bug-eyed ones that I'm not a fan of, like the gooey look, the sticky look. That shit is Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. That is quintessential Spider-Man look right there. To me, is the best costume.
Well, I like I'm a big I like the I want to say
Actually, and that's a good point. The movies aren't Andrew's fault. He was written poorly, but that's the thing. Andrew Garfield's an amazing actor. It should have worked.
Like, no, he's not bad at all. It's not like I never blamed Andrew Garfield. Like, you shouldn't, unless the performance or the delivery was really, really bad, right?
Right.
I don't think it was his fault that the writing was tough. I mean, that's why he worked. How do I put it? Him being Spider-Man worked because of, his movements, the way he was talking, things of that nature, right? So obviously there was something there. They just didn't nail the part on when he was out of the suit too much.
Right.
But in terms of suits, I am like some people who I really do like the eye movement that the MCU adds because that's so
squints.
Quintessential. Like him being able to emote with his eyes is a big part of him. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, no. I mean, bringing it back home across the Spider-Verse, I am so looking forward to it. I cannot articulate enough that you best believe that's a day one review over here for me. I don't care if anybody else is going to watch it. I'm watching it and coming right here and reviewing it.
Yeah, after the amount of donations we got, I am holding him at gunpoint to do this review, and I won't even be here.
Oh wait, I meant for that one, but for Across the Spider-Verse for No Way Home. Yeah, I mean we're reviewing that. I don't think it's day one. I think it's day 2, right?
Whatever. We're reviewing it at some point, but we're gonna be Spider-Man's our bread and butter from here on out. All Spider-Man content all the time. Let me go get my wood blocks of Spider-Man. I forget that I have it.
But nah, dude, he's really like I don't know where he's. Oh, all right, I remember. Oh shit! Where's mine?
You have one. I don't know did you get Spider-Man?
I didn't get Spider-Man. Ooh.
Yeah, our friend Solar, back in the deck podcast.
Ooh, actually, what did I
he
get?
Crafted me this wood block of Spider-Man. Oh, they locked. Jesus Christ, man!
Bro, why'd they bang on the door like we're police?
Jesus Christ!
It ain't that cold. It ain't that cold out there.
Right. Enough is too much. Look at that's Marcos. He's getting ready for our show. We're almost done here. Look at the wood block. It's really cool. Actually.
It's really,
it's
cool.
It's actually really cool. But yeah, he printed this. Thanks from the Decker crew. Back at the Deck podcast.
Oh wait, I got War Machine.
War Machine,
which was really, really cool.
Yeah, I got Spider-Man.
Dude, man, I gotta. Man,
you can't have it.
I'm gonna message Solar and just rethank him because they reminded me that was so awesome.
Yeah, this shit's cool as fuck. So anyway, I'm gonna go take my Spider-Man. What time is it? 25. Well, nobody else is here, so we'll keep on going, baby. Spider-Man forever. Spider-Man number one. Number one Spider-Man.
We need some before the show time.
Fine, whatever. All right, guys. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna shut it down. I'm gonna keep the dice rolling. So I'll change the title. I'll do all that stuff. But that was our quick little view. Our part 1. This is not even the trailer. This is just the first look. I can't wait for our second and third looks.
Dude, that's awesome.
So,
dude, when
does this come out?
October of next year. So they gave a time. That is how you do a teaser drop. Give me a date. Give me actual footage, but not too much. Just enough to see that we flexing our muscles. And then I'm shut.
Ooh, October 7th. Yeah.
And then I'm shut up until then.
October 7th.
I'm shut up until then.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked for it. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's in the chat. We will be still acknowledging y'all guys in the next show, but really big shout out to
Aerosenor9.
And everybody else who donated, like Tarlin and everybody else who contributed. It does mean a lot. Don't worry, I'm not kidding you. Make sure that we hook y'all up.
Yes, and so, guys, I know we're not going to be talking about Spider-Man anymore, but we're going to be talking about sports. Now, here's the thing. You may love sports and be like, oh, that seems like up my alley. I'm going to go do stuff and watch the show. Or you're like, sports, that sucks. No, it doesn't. Because we're dorks also. You're a dork. You just talked about Spider-Man for 40 minutes. 43 minutes. And so, if you want to hear him talk about sports in a way that you might understand, there might even be references to anime in the sports. Who knows?
We talked about a tiger for
Yeah, that's true. They also talked about a tiger for 40 minutes about how he was enslaved in Baton Rouge.
I really feel like the sports is in caveats. I think today is the most sports, but the sports is in caveats.
Right. So and
it's the catalyst for us to have a conversation.
right. And so if we talk about sports, we might get to it, or we might talk about all the fun names for all the bowls that you're gonna have to guess. He said that 25 was enough for bowl guesses.
That's fine.
So sit tight, watch. Oh, one more thing. Well, I have most of you here. This is an ad, but it's an ad for us because it's very important. So I'm an idiot. And at the very last minute, I was like, oh, crap, we need to have a sale because if you want to buy anything from mexmerch.com, I'm wearing the hat, I'm wearing the sweater, you need to order it today or tomorrow. So be sure to go to mexmerch.com and use coupon code MEX20 to get 20% off everything. I don't care. I think I'm going to be losing money doing this. I don't make much profit off the top. But use coupon code MEX20. Shut up. I'm sorry, TJ. It's my money. Don't worry about it. But to get yourself some mexmerch.com.
I was going to say... He's not kidding. We actually whenever he does huge discounts, we already don't upcharge that much, right?
Yeah,
we just want y'all repping the merch because it's cool designs and we love seeing it and we love seeing y'all in it.
Yeah.
But that MEX20 code also matches a certain other website as well. And so just know that the coupon code that you leverage on our website is also great on manscaped.com, who is our lovely sponsor. And you guys have given us so much support today.
Yes.
So don't worry, I'm not going to shill too much. But make sure that you do check out our websites. If anything is cool to y'all, hit us up. Let us know what you digging. And also always feel free to, Sammy and... he comes up with ideas. We brainstorm. He does designs. And so if you ever have something you're like, that would be a cool design, submit that in. See what happens.
And I may give you money. I might just steal it, but I could just give you money too. It's a coin toss. You have to figure it out. But
Actually, what are you talking about? We can afford to pay now.
Yeah, with the kind donation from viewers like you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a callback to my flex.
But on the reels, though, this has been an awesome stream. It's crazy to think we still have another hour and a half left.
Shut up, Key. Perfect razor for your spider balls. Get out of here. Actually,
are your balls like a net? What is that, a spider net? Yeah, a web.
Are your balls a web of lies? That's why you need the Lawnmower 4.0. It's great. It's got a light. But anyway, no, I'm gonna make Marcos do it because in our group chat, he was like, I used the Manscaped. It's amazing. And so he's going to have a real testimonial here in a few short moments. But let's get on out of here. I'm going to let the guys do their thing. We're going to get everything set up. Please stick around, watch the show, be as kind to Marcos and back to TJ as well as you guys were earlier. Watch some of these ads. Get that 20% off MEX20 at manscaped.com and mexmerch.com. We'll be right back after these messages.
Bye.
Bye.